Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Joku. Want to start taking a look at the Buffalo game this weekend. Want to see what your guys' thoughts are on about it. Just kind of see how you're feeling. This one's going to be tough for us, man. I'm not going to lie. I really think we can't go out there and pull it out. I know I was a little bit upset last night, but it was just, you know how it goes, man. I'm a fan of this team, and sometimes you get pissed. It is what it is. But we're going to jump into this. We're going to break it all down. If you're new to the channel, please do think about subscribing. It really does help me out, and I truly do appreciate that. But we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to jump into this. We'll start off with the quarterbacks here. Josh Allen has been just a freak to start this season. It sucks to see out there, but the kid's come out there and he actually set an NFL record for throwing 10 touchdowns, rushing for 2 touchdowns in the first 3 games. He's already over 1,000 yards as far as just passing yards go. So, I mean, the kid's playing out of his mind right now. So it sucks to see. We have to face that. He's probably the best quarterback that we've faced this season. And if we give him some kind of time to sit back there, which he really hasn't had, but he's still kind of exploiting the teams that he's playing against out there. But it's looking pretty good for us for the sole fact that he hasn't played like true competition out there. So I don't know, man. Let me jump into some of these real quick. Costas, what's happening, dude? RJ, what's going on? Can't wait for another game in the Death Star. Right there with you, RJ. Right there with you. I think with Nick maybe coming back, he's going to help us get this game. We need a QB for the defense. Hope we pull this one off. DeMarco, what's happening, dude? I really hope we do. That injury list is still looking pretty damn bad for us. Trent Brown did not practice again, so I do not see him playing in this game. There's no big shocker there. And then the only person that they had who's still not practicing is Ed Oliver, which is kind of a loss for them. But the fact they're going to have Brown back for this game and they're going to end up having Zach Moss back for this game, all their weapons are coming back. Our weapons are going to be completely sidelined for this game, which totally sucks. Because with the way that Allen's playing right now, just losing our net's going to be big. And then Lawson popped up on our injury report this week, which kind of sucked to see with a ankle. But, I mean, he had his press conference today. He seemed pretty confident. I don't think there's going to be too much wrong with him, but it sucks, man. Homer, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. If you guys don't know Raider Homer, go check his show out, man. It's awesome. Like, truly awesome. Case, what's good, dude? Rich, what's going on? Bob, what's going on? Finally made it at the start, Bob, man. You usually come in right at the end. I'm glad you popped up right at the start there. Ali, what's happening, dude? They're going to redeem themselves, bounce back this game in the defense. If Nick comes back and Collins steps up and Littleton decides that he wants to play football like he used to play football, I really think this defense could turn it around. I think our secondary is going to be put to a true test out there. Abrams still not at 100% out there, but I think he's going to end up playing. But like I said, man, whether it be Isaiah Johnson or Arnett, they're either going to be one-on-one, not necessarily one-on-one, but they're going to be lined up either across from Diggs or Brown out there, man. That's a huge test for anybody that's going to be playing that side of the field over there. And then the only help you're going to have over the top back there is going to be Harris. So this one's up in the air, man. I'm telling you it is. Ease, what's happening, dude? Watching this Thursday night football game, very boring. Broncos and Jets. Yeah, I wasn't even going to watch that one, to be honest with you. I was curious to see who ended up pulling it out. Those are pretty much like the 2 worst teams in football right now. I'm sure they weren't planning that when they planned this game to be on Thursday night, but it is what it is. Injuries killing the league this year. Power to the P, what's happening, dude? And like I said, it's not just us, dude. You're 100% right. There's a lot of teams out there that have lost superstars for this entire season. We're losing guys for a few weeks, and it sucks because we have so many, but we haven't had like a major you're done for the year injury yet. But missing weeks like that with how young our team is sucks for us, man. Oh, Pizza, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you made it out. Mike, what's going on? Did we get Kwiatkowski back this weekend? Did we move Waller to the X receiver and give Moreau more playing time? To Kwiatkowski, Gunther made it sound like he's looking more promising out there, so I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him come out and play in this game. So I'm really hoping that Nick is back. As far as moving Waller over to that X receiver and giving Morrow more playing time, it's possible. I think you might see some sets to where we do start seeing him work to that outside a little bit more. We're working more into that slot to have the extra tight end out there, but I really think we're going to see a ton of 2 tight end sets this game. I think we're going to be pounding the crap out of the ball this game. We're going to do our best to keep Allen off the field and to keep that offense off the field, because when they're out there, they're going to strike, and they're going to strike fast because they're really playing at a level right now that, honestly, you're not used to seeing out of Buffalo out there. Zamari, what's going on, man? I'm glad you made it out. Are you scared about this game? Yes, I'm not even going to lie to you. Buffalo is on a hot streak right now. Buffalo is playing way above where they should be. But, I mean, that roster, if you look at it, man, that defense is solid from top to bottom. They have some superstars. And Edmonds was a little banged up, but he's going to end up playing out there. They still have White, who's fully healthy, who's just a beast in their secondary out there. They got a great front seven. So, yeah, I am. I'm truly worried about this game because with our beat-up secondary and our young secondary and the way that our linebackers have been playing out there, man, this game has me completely out of my mind. But I really think we could pull this thing off, dude. I think this will be a better game this week. I really think it will be. I think this team's going to bounce back and respond in a major way. I'm truly hoping they do. They have to. Yeah, everybody in the NFL shut down right now. Dude, I'm telling you, man, these injuries are out of control for everybody. Nick should help the defense play better. He truly should. If he can get these guys lined up to where they're not missing their assignments, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, he's back limited right now, but like a dude like Young, who's been limited the past 2 weeks, but has still not played in the game. That's the only thing that really has me worried about that. Anthony, what's up, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. There's no way Trent Brown is that hurt. No, there's not, Case. You're 100% right about that. Like 100% right. Mitchell, what's going on, dude? Sorry, I got a bad feeling about this game. Oh, Pritz, why are you retracting out there, dude? I don't care what you say. Bring it out there. Mitchell, dude, but you're right. I do have a bad feeling about this, but I have a feeling that we can go out there and actually make some plays this game. It's going to come down to us getting the outside, dude. We have to be able to hit these outside wide receivers this game, or they're going to shut down the center of that field, and then we're going to be screwed. And that's going to be what separates this game, dude. It truly, truly is. I know I said it yesterday because I was talking about it for a good minute, but that's going to be the difference maker of what happens out there. Bob, we need Aguilar and Zay. We need them to step up in a major, major way this game. If they do not go out there and prove that they can be those outside wide receivers, we're going to be screwed. Trent Stone. Oh, Oscar, what's going on, man? Yep, old toenail injury will get you every damn time. Trent better get it back out on this field, dude. He's wearing me out right now. I hear John Brown, number 2 receiver from the Bills, is out. Anthony, the last that I saw, he was back limited at practice today. It's looking like he's going to end up being a go. It was not looking good. Like Monday and Tuesday, they were talking about him possibly not playing. But from what I read today, he's back at practice, and he's looking like he could have a shot at playing in this game, which would be a major, major factor, dude. Prince, what's happening, dude? Ladies, your boyfriend drafted Cleveland Farrell. Oh. At 4, drafted Ruggs over CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy. It made Trent Brown the highest paid linebacker of all time. Gave Jamarcus Lloyd $40+ million. Gave top dude. Fritz, that's fair, dude. They got 3rd and 5th for Antonio. Took Lynn Bowden in the 3rd and took Tanner Muse in the 3rd. You're dating Mike. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that was good. I'll give you that. Tanner Muse, I'm really hoping. He has a shot at being able to come back. I'd like to see him hit the field. I'd like to see what he can do out for us out there. I don't know what role it would be. I'm sure it would be more special teams, but with the way that we're getting these injuries stacked out there, maybe that could get in there and start making some impacts. Yeah, John Brown is out tomorrow. I think Mara and Joyner are playing good. Not outstanding, but good. Even though I don't like Joyner, I think Morrow is playing way above where I expected him to be, and I will give him credit. And I understand he's had his plays out there, but those plays were honestly, in my opinion, especially in that Carolina game, were to save touchdowns from happening, so just take those penalties. He seems like he's playing damn good. Joyner, honestly, I've given him more crap than probably anybody out there. He seems like he's been doing his job out there. He's been doing his job enough to where I'd like to see him start rotating maybe over to that free safety spot. And a lot of you guys want to see Amik out there. I still want to see Nixon take that rollover. Not tomorrow, Sunday. I'll have to double check that, dude. I will have to double check that. I wonder if Lawson can play free safety when Arnett comes back. He's played the nickel for us before, but I don't think he's ever played that true like safety spot. I could be wrong about that. But he could slide it over into that nickel, which would free somebody up, so that could all help. Oh, Robert Darwood's going on. All jokes aside, with Paul Gunther. Don't even know the Gunther system, and how do you expect him to call the plays except for this defense? Man, Robert, dude. And I'll tell you, there's been a lot of people talking that Littleton called him out today, and in that press conference, he was calling him out and took a little shot at him there. I mean, I watched all those press conferences. I really didn't see it that way. I'm hoping he can make a bigger impact, because right now it's killing me, dude. But he did. He called out Gunther's system a little bit out there, so that was a tough one, dude. Probably not. Oh, yeah. we'll have a good game. These boys ain't used to losing. They're not. A lot of these young guys are not used to it. They're coming off these high-profile teams out there. I'm really hoping they can bounce back, but a lot of these guys that we're talking about are not going to be playing in this game, which sucks to see. It's a very tall hill to climb. This game is going to show us exactly where we're at right now. I promise you that. And by the end of it, you might be completely pissed, but we're going up against one of the probably like top 5 AFC contenders out there, and we're going to see exactly how we match up to this, and it's going to be rough, dude. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like Paul Gunther on a microscope, man. If he doesn't do something to rebound from last game, I can see him being called out. I can see him he's already starting to be called out by people right now, dude. And I'll tell you right now, it's only a matter of time before Gruden calls him out. And if he calls him out before the bye week, you're going to see a change happen. I promise you that, dude. Jason, what's up, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. Colin needs a Raiders breakout this Sunday. Press up front. Josh Allen off balance. If we can get Josh Allen on his toes, dude. But at the same time, he's a very, very mobile quarterback. He's already rushed for 2 touchdowns. He already has, I think it was 22 attempts on this season of him running the ball. So he's not scared to go ahead and just drop that thing and end up taking off for a good 10 to 15 to get him that first down. But if we can get that pressure up front, which I think we should be able to, our defensive line should stack up pretty good against their offensive line. But he's one of those guys that where he sees the pressure, instead of just getting rid of it real fast, he just kind of holds it, scrambles around, and then he makes things happen, dude. Joku, can you do a video of the players on the screen match type of videos like you did in the past? Bill's roster isn't that special. Man, I should have done that. I really thought about that, and Ardo asked me to break down this Bills game like I used to, and I really thought about doing it for this one just because I do like the way that we stack up against this team. I really do think it looks good for us. If we can come out there and run a decent scheme and be able to run our game plan, because you know that damn thing's not going to change throughout the game, we should be able to pull this off. You're right. If I can set that up over the next day or two, I'll bring it out before Sunday, man. Keep the Vegas, dude. I'd love to see this Vegas record stay undefeated. I would truly love that. Everyone blames Gruden for Carr never letting it fly, but that's BS because Gruden wants him to hit those deep routes. Carr just chooses, check it down, and lets it design one-on-one. Snide, dude, I get you. I understand where you're coming from. Snide is not a very big Carr supporter out there. But I put it on both of them, dude. I truly do. Because Gruden will say it in his press conferences, but then Carr will come behind him, and it's honestly looking like they're getting to the point where they're kind of taking shots at each other out there. So, I mean, I'll take it, because if it's happening during that, and maybe by some rare chance it'll happen on the field. But Carr does not want to take those designed one-on-one shots because Carr understands that the defense knows it's a designed one-on-one shot, and they're going to go ahead and just kind of fake it to where they're not going to bite on it right away, but it's going to end up being a bust for us out there. Gruden's play calling right now sucks. You can put it on Carr, you can put it on Gruden, but his play calling right now sucks. It is what it is. He talked about it before the season started. Oh, it's going to be better. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's not. It's the same damn thing he did last year. Because Gruden blows a ton of smoke out there. He needs to turn it around. If Gruden is not willing to just truly open this thing up, he started putting people in motion for the first 2 weeks. And then as soon as Ruggs got hurt, there was nobody in motion at all anymore across the field. It's stuff like that that's just killing me right now. Mullen should shut down Diggs. It's going to be a tough matchup, but I really think Mullen can handle Diggs out there. It's going to be the other side of the field you need to keep a very close eye on going into this game. Stay in the gaps. D-line needs to step up. I think the gaps, if Kwiatkowski plays, you'll see the gap game look dramatically different out there. I promise you that. So hopefully he goes out there. He will get everybody in position out there. I think Littleton is a free roaming linebacker, dude. He does not want to be spending the first part of a play trying to get everybody in position out there. He's going to make the call. He's going to get the call right. He's going to get these guys semi-lined up. But Nick's the kind of guy who's going to be able to stand there in the middle until the snap and telling people exactly what to do. That's the difference between the two of them. I really hope it should make a difference. That D-line needs to step up, dude. The interior and the outside. It is what it is. If our D bounces back, we can win. Yes, we can. But if our D does not bounce back, this game's going to come down completely to our offense. And if Carr's not willing to take some serious shots this game, like some serious shots, they're going to end up stuck in the middle of that field, and they're going to shut us down completely. Carr needs to take some more risks. That's exactly what I'm saying. Icy, dude, what's going on? I'm glad you can make it out. If we give Jacobs 20-plus carries, we'll stay on the field more. Buffalo's run D ain't good. They're not good. And I'm really hoping we'll get to see a little bit more Booker out there, and I'm really hoping that Rashard gets more involved in this running game. But Rico Gafford did not practice again, so Rashard might be doing some of that return work. I talked about that the other day. If he is, it's going to cut back on some of his carries. But with the way that Booker's been playing right now, I would love to see him start getting way more involved. And I want to see Alec Ingold just start getting some straight carries, man. When that dude gets the ball, he can make some things happen out there. I understand he's not as fast as our other backs out there, but he gets left alone in space a lot. So let's start feeding him the ball out there and see if he can start making some things happen, dude. Carr is checking down when he has to. The wide receivers are covered. There's no time because the O-line is banged up. What do you expect? That is it, dude. That's it, 100%. I do expect him to, when he gets in those coverage situations, not to take that sack and at least try to scramble, but he's not missing those right now. Jason, what's going on? Carr let it rip. Carr let it rip was like my slogan for last season, and it never happened. And I don't know if it's going to happen this season, and especially when he's missing his wide receivers out there. That's the kind of stuff that gets in the Gruden's head, and it just feeds right over to Carr, so it kills me, Dan. Ali, what's going on? Only true test for the Bills was the Rams. We can match up as long as the O-line brings the unity and creates the craters. And it will, dude, because there's a serious damn shot that Trent does not play, Young does not play. And Gruden was talking about, oh, man, Trent was starting to look pretty good, and he still hasn't even practiced yet, man. It's just more crap being blown. So I don't know if he's going to play. So it might end up being that same damn offensive line we ran with last week. It looked good at times, but it had Carr just totally rattled out there, man. We were slated to win 1 out of the 6 first games. We won 2, so we're a little ahead of that projection. Tony, what's going on, man? I never put any faith in those projections, but you're damn right about that because I did see that. Trent Brown is opted out, but still collecting a paycheck. That's a straight fact. Florida boy, what's going on? If guys are not lined up right because Nick is out, then that's a serious problem. These are professionals. Florida boy, I'll give you that, 110%. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Being the captain on defense out there and being able to get guys lined up, it's just, I don't want to say it's like a player IQ, but there's some players that are way better at it than others. And we do not have the guy behind Nick. We have Littleton behind him who can do it, but he can't do it perfectly. And he did it, I'm not going to say he did it pretty well, but he had the defense kind of flowing out there, especially in the first half of last week. But when their offense made adjustments, he wasn't able to make the adjustments with them. Nick will be able to make those adjustments, so that's where I do see the difference coming in with him being back in this game. You have to get the ball outside on passes. They will stuff. Yeah, that cost us. That's exactly what I'm saying, dude. They will stuff that box completely if we do not use these outside guys. And I'm telling you, if they're only going to get like 3 to 4 targets, 1 or 2 receptions this game, we lost. That is the bottom line. But that's the way this offense has been flowing right now. If they're not going to be willing to go out there and give these guys at least 7 to 8 targets on each side on that outside, oh man, it's going to make for a long, long game tomorrow. Zay Jones going to wreck his old team. I would love to see that. I would love it, dude. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if he'll have the opportunity to make it happen, and that will fall on Gruden's side. He's pretending to be injured, so he doesn't have to play. If we could mix in a few tackles within 12 yards of the line of scrimmage, yeah, dude, Bob, yeah, that'll help out a tremendous amount. What did Gunther say earlier? It's either 16 or 19 missed tackles in that past game, dude. Just an insane number out there, which, if you're going to do that, you're not going to win games. We can just get those hits, dude. Get them within 10 yards, and we'll be set. Jacob Waller will stand. Oh, great. And also Renfro, stand out for Mexico, Raider Nation all over the world. Rob, man, I appreciate you taking that long trip and appreciate you checking it out. I want to see Aguilar and Jones get 8 to 10 targets. If not, we lose. I completely agree with you, dude. We need to make a change on offense so all the pressure is on the defense. Oh, change that. And telling you, dude, if we can start just punching the ball, I think that'll help out a lot, dude. If we can start just capitalizing on the times that we have the ball, and we did it the first 2 weeks, dude. We dropped 34, we dropped 34, and then this past week, it kind of fell off the rails a little bit. We're back at home. If we can go out there and drop 34, because I'm telling you right now, Buffalo's averaging 30 points a game right now, so this could end up being another major shootout for us. But if it's not, and it's just them putting up 30 again, we're screwed, like completely screwed. O-line is pretty banged up, so they need to get rid of the ball quickly. Yes, they do. That is a fact, because that pressure is going to be coming. Paul Guenther at nose tackle. Paul Guenther in that press conference was out of breath just walking up to the stage, man. Loosen up opposing's D with short passes, not runs, and then take shots downfield. I would love to see that mix right there. If we went out there on first and second down and just started rifling in there and using Carr's accuracy on these dink and dunks, and then working Jacobson slowly to where he stays like ready to go until the end of the game, where we could just shred them, I'd take that all damn day. Maybe that would be a nice change in scheme. I would love to see that. Even if it didn't work, I would love just to see a little bit of change out there. This O-line stood up against New Orleans' defensive front. They did. But New Orleans played a terrible game against us. Whenever you have over 100 yards in penalties, you've seen it from us in the past. You're not going to win that game. Corby, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. O-line needs to get fine, and then we'll do fine with our rhythm. It's really just because I really think Good is playing damn well, being a guard, playing a tackle. He's doing awesome out there. It's just Simpson. Simpson's kind of blowing a few coverage protections out there. So if he can start kind of correcting that, we can get a little bit of help over there. I think we will be fine. If we do find that rhythm, we'll be good. Docs, what's going on? Graphic Man, I'm glad you could make it out to the show. Marinelli, new D coordinator, week 7. I'll take it. A lot of people would take that. I'd rather us just bring in somebody completely different. I'm not too high on the Marinelli bandwagon right now. I was at first, but I'm telling you, dude, I didn't understand when we brought Marinelli in, but everybody was like, oh man, he's like, oh, he's going to lose everything, da-da-da. Well, all he's really done, from what I've seen, is just kind of suck the life out of our defensive line. So maybe it's not him, but I'm telling you right now, these guys would not be playing the way they're playing last season if, dude, I'm not even going to jump into that again. It just pisses me off. Marinelli is a bigger problem than yes. Guenther should never coach football again. I don't know what's going on with that, dude. I don't, and it's driving me insane. And I don't know. If you guys want to start talking about changes, I'd like to see changes in this coaching staff before we start swapping players out. The worst performing part of the D is the defensive line right now. It is, like, easily. That Latavius Murray pitcher brings back memories. Man, I'll give you that, dude. And Marinelli is responsible. Yes, he is. Defense kept us in the game last week, only 13 points halfway through the fourth quarter, and we were still alive. Defense was gassed, and yeah, I did say that, Anthony. I said that in the first video right after that game. Our defense got completely wore out throughout that game because we did not capitalize on those points. We should have been up like by 14 to 17 points by the end of that first half. Like, we should have been able to punch that ball in. We've had golden opportunities, and we just did not finish on it. And by the time that our defense was, and they made their adjustments out there, and then Cam started running those 12 to 14 play drives out there and finishing them with touchdowns, our defense was screwed at that point. So last week I put last week on our offense. I did say that. But our defense is still letting up 30-plus points a week. And the fact that we've already almost given up 100 points this season, and it's only going into week 4, that is crazy, dude. Like, that's crazy. Gruden's system needs to be a mobile quarterback like Gannon did or something. Do something. Oh, man, Ali, I'm right there with you. Do something, Carr. This is the time. Go out there and put this team on your back. You have the injuries out there. You understand what you're missing. Make the damn plays and push us over the top. I think he can do it. I'm truly hoping he can do it. But in my heart of hearts, I believe that he will, and this team will look dramatically different, especially being back at home. I want to see Abram have a bounce-back week game so bad. We all need it. Stop with the big hit attempts and just wrap up. Yep, just play smart football out there. You have the talent to go out there and do it. Even though he is a little bit banged up, so maybe he won't be taking those real hard drop-your-shoulder shots out there. I don't know if Abram's 100%. No, he's not 100%. I do know that. Enable your super chat, brother. I can't support. Dude, I tell everybody, man, I'm going to put my super chats out as soon as there is no more coronavirus out there. Everybody needs to sit on your money right now. Zabiri 2016, we had no huddle, and Carr made his own calls. We need that. I would love to see that. Carr just no huddle, marching down the field. I'd love to see him just kind of reach in there and just pick his mic out of his ear and stomp on that thing and just kind of run this game. John Gruden is like a cow. How do you think about our defensive tackles and about our run defense in general? Our run defense in general so far, Corby, has been complete and utter trash. Malik Collins has not played the way that he should be playing out there. I think Max Crosby is playing more just rush the quarterback, trying to be like a true edge rusher instead of just kind of sealing that outside. I think Farrell's playing pretty decent out there. I think Hurst needs more play time. I think Hankins needs to take a big step back. And then Ross is banged up right now, so I don't know if we're going to end up seeing him, but we have not seen him too much. And then Nassib played decent last week, but the first 2 games he was kind of non-existent. That whole front, our whole defensive line front out there kind of has me frustrated, dude. Where you at here? Alec can jump. Dude, I want to see him. I want to see him get more involved, dude. I don't want to see him lead blocker. Give that kid the ball. Hit him on those little drag routes. See if he can get him out in some space. He's going to drop his shoulder. He's going to try to go through people. I'd love to see it, dude. I see Raider Nation calling for Gunther's head during the live feed. Reminded me of the disrespectful fans at Oakland in our final game in Oakland ever. Anthony, that's 100%, dude. The refs blew the game. Oh, yes, dude. Go Oakland A's. Dell, I'm not a real big baseball fan. I'm not even going to lie to you, dude. Ref blow calls all the time. Part of the game. It is. You have to be able to rise above that. How many more games until Paul Gunther is let go? I don't know if you're going to end up seeing a change this season. I'm not going to say I would not want to see one. I just don't know if you will. But if a change was going to happen, it's going to happen right before our bye week. So right after that game, they'll be like, we're going to let Gunther go. That way somebody has a full 2 weeks to implement their defense. Then you get a decent shot at seeing how it looks out there. Michael, what's going on? Carr is great when he's protected. Yes, he is. But that protection's not there right now. If we can get that protection going, I mean, Simpson's only going to get better out there. I'd really like to see Sam Young come back so Good can move into that guard. And I think our offensive line would be looking damn good at that point. Like, damn good. And I think Carr would have all the time in the world, especially in this Buffalo game with Ed Oliver being out. I think we could end up just kind of shredding that secondary, even though it is a good secondary. But Carr with time will do that to somebody. But we just have to see it, dude. Really appreciate you making these videos, bro. Super fun talking to a fellow Raider Nation homie. Oswald, I appreciate that, dude. That's what it's all about. Just getting out there, going back and forth, talking some football. Littleton is Robin, not Batman. That's a straight fact, dude. But A's on their way. Playoff baseball is out right now. I do know that. People are demanding the Braves all day today. Raiders need to be ready for a fight in Vegas. Win the game. Dude, we have to come out. We have to be ready to come out there and make some big, big plays this game. Nick Kay is our Mike Singletary. At this point right now, he truly is. He is nowhere near a caliber player that Mike Singletary was as a kid that grew up in Chicago through the 80s. Mike Singletary was like a hero to everybody. That dude is a true, true beast. If Nick Kay can get anywhere near that point, we'll be looking damn good out there. Best thing Trent Brown could do was lock Gruden and Olsen in a room for the second half of the game and let Carr call the offensive plays. See what's happening, man. I would take that all damn day. Best thing Trent Brown could do right now is take Greg Olsen and just go throw him off a cliff because that dude does nothing for this damn team. Love to see an offensive coordinator come in here that actually challenged Gruden out there. Bro, I'm from Germany and I'm wasted right now, but I appreciate your work. I just want you to know I think we should defend against the run right now. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, dude. And cheers from Germany, dude. Drink one for me out there. Abram will scare Allen and Jacobs will shine. And also Waller. I'd love to see Waller, dude. Come back and have a big bounce-back game this week. Because I'm telling you right now, if they go out there and play exactly like the Patriots played us, which is honestly looking pretty damn good because you know everybody's watching everybody else's tape out there, we're going to need a guy like Renfro to make a big play, and you're going to need our outside guys to step up, or they're going to shut Waller out of this game again. Nick Kay will he will not let missed tackle slide. He will be in people's faces. Love the idea. Waller as the ex-receiver. Let Foster and Witten play tight end. I would love to see it. I would love to see that, dude. And honestly, that would be a mismatch for him, so that could be cool. 48 watching, 12 likes. It's all right, man. They'll like it. One day they'll like it. Go back to the basics on defense, focus on the fundamentals. Dude, the fact that it's week 4 and we're still teaching open field tackling has me baffled out of my mind. And he's like, well, it was a short off season out there and we had a limited camp where you really couldn't hit. It's like, dude, these are NFL players. If you don't know how to make a damn open field tackle, you need to be rethinking your whole damn life choices out there. Monday night, Oakland A's in the playoffs. Nice. Okay, I'll give you that. Defense sort of looked aimless last week. Nick K plays that stops. Yes. Nick K will have him lined up, dude. We need to force 3 turnovers. Homer, dude, if we ended up getting 3 turnovers this game, I would be shocked. Like, truly, truly shocked. Because Buffalo does not like to turn the ball over at all. It'd have to come from fumbles out there. I don't know how many picks he's going to end up throwing. Abram looked pretty damn sneaky on that pick last week, though, so he might be able to sneak one out. If we can end up getting turnovers and capitalizing on those turnovers, which is what we did not do last week, we'll win this game, dude. Docs, everybody hit that like, man. I appreciate it, dude. Hey, Derek Carr, Waller has half a foot up. People try to cover him, throw him the damn ball. Yes, dude, throw him the ball. Give him a shot. Even if he has somebody straight in his face, throw him the ball. See if he can go up there. He's one-on-one a ton out there. Like, he might be bracketed and he's taking a little bump off the line, but a lot of times when he makes his final break, it's him versus one-on-one coverage. Air it out to him. See what he can do. The dude's making big plays all over the field. Give him the shot to keep making them. I just want to see Jacobs win angry runs this week. Gotta wear out their D. Do we have to wear out that defense? And just keep them on the field. That is how you wear a defense out. Just establish your run game. Establish your I don't want to say short passes, but just the intermediate routes that you know are like in Carr's wheel well that keep him above that 70%, and just march the field, dude. We start getting into those 12, I guess for the Raiders, it is like 12 to 14 plays out there, and we can start working those drives down the field and then capitalize them with touchdowns, not field goals, and not punting at the 50, then we should be looking pretty damn good. Cable will fix Simpson. I have no doubt about that either. It's just going to take him time because he is a rookie that did miss a lot of time out there. I miss Buckner, dude. Homer, I talked about Buckner a good bit last night. I truly, truly miss him. I'd love to see Buckner as our deep coordinator right now. Everyone's going to lay someone out. He is going to lay someone out. You know, we could all sit there and say he's going to play a little bit slower. We need him to be able to wrap up. It's not his style, dude. He's going to go out there and he's going to make his plays out there. He's going to miss a few. He's going to over pursue on a few, and we're going to end up paying the price for it. But he's going to end up getting those plays that, make him who he is out there. Should have kept Buckner. Yep. Depends on if Abram is 100% or not. We need new coaches. I mean, I was more pissed, and I know I was pissed last night. I know I said a lot of stuff. I'm not apologizing for any of it just because it's just the Raider fan in me out there. We need to keep giving this team a little bit, I don't want to say more time out there, but we have to start putting it together. If we can go out there and play like we did the first 2 weeks, I'll be incredibly happy because the D seemed like it was getting better, and then we had some injuries, and then we just got blown up on a short week going into New England. But now we're back at home. We've had time to rest. We have time to put this whole game plan together. I'm really thinking this is going to look different, so I'm not going to pass too much judgment, even though I did yesterday. The only way to get Buckner back is to make him defensive coordinator. Not a bad. I'd take that in a damn heartbeat, dude. Would you rather have Jack Del Rio as defensive coordinator or Paul Guenther? I wouldn't. Honestly, dude, I wouldn't want either one of those dudes as our defensive coordinator. Del Rio kind of pissed me off before he left, and I've seen what Guenther has. I've seen the way that he runs his defense. It's not working, but he has the talent to make it work. Maybe these guys, like they were saying, do just need more time to gel out there. So if this defense does keep kind of coming together, I will take it all damn day. But if it does not, he needs to go. And there's other options out there, dude. There's still a lot of other defensive-minded coaches sitting out that could come onto this team besides Marinelli and take over a full defensive coordinator position. PFF raised my blood pressure about Waller catching one pass against the Pats, and all of a sudden he's not. Dude, that's what kills me. That's why I never even look into those PFF football-focused stats out there because they're very similar to the Madden stats in my opinion. Jack Del Rio will play for. No, never. Not in a million damn years, dude. Do you think our offense can carry us into the playoffs? Because I really believe our defense isn't capable of being a defense to make a difference. I think our offense could carry us into the playoffs if our offense was 100% healthy out there. And for as much crap as I give Trent Brown, he's a huge difference maker when he is on that offensive line. It frees it up to where you can just truly just run all damn game to the right because you know he's going to end up sealing that end off just completely. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Missing our receivers, we have to see how long they're out for. It sounds like the Edwards injury is hell of a lot like the Michael Thomas injury, so he's probably going to be gone for a few weeks. I was expecting Ruggs to maybe come back and maybe be ready for this game, but he's going to end up missing too. So maybe these guys will come back completely healthy. We're just giving them time to get rested. If we're healthy, they can carry us. If we're not healthy, no, they cannot. And that's the answer to that question. For as much as that sucks to say, it's true. Wade Phillips I could see Wade Phillips coming out and doing something. I don't know if he's fully retired or not. I mean, keep it 100 with you. I'd rather that we look at kept Bryson Buckner, fired Gunther in the offseason, and brought in Marinelli as the defensive coordinator. I'd ease him in. That's straight. I'd take that. I understand what you're saying with that. I miss Jack Del Rio. His offense looked a hell of a lot different because he gave it to an offensive coordinator, and that offensive coordinator ran that offense for us. And I liked it, dude. I liked it, but you're not going to see that. As long as Gruden's here, he's running his offense, and there's no changes about it, dude. It is what it is. Even though it sucks, it is what it is. New Orleans penalty yards were the most on pass interference on Ruggs, so this is the only way to handle Ruggs. If it is, I'll take it all damn day. If we can get him back on the field, please do. Say to Aguilar, let's go. Step up. Renfro 100. Feed Devontae Booker and Alec Ingold. Man, I want either Zay or Nelly to go out there and just make a damn impact in this game. I do not care how they do it. One of them has to be able to stretch the field out there. One of them has to be able to go out there and demand deep coverage, and he's only going to get that if we end up taking those deep shots out there. I swear you could send them deep all game, and if Carr's never even going to look to throw the ball that way, they're eventually just going to start putting them in man-on-man, and Carr still won't take that shot. I totally agree, but our D's only allowing. Corby, man, have to slow down with that one. Take one left sip. Max has to play as a complete defensive end, not just a sack machine. He's playing better last year. Farrell has been our best defensive lineman. Yeah, Farrell has, in my opinion, has been our best defensive lineman, just all-around defensive lineman out there so far this season. I think Mo Hurst, if he starts getting more opportunities, he's been playing pretty damn good for us. But until Collins can step up and fill that middle gap that he needs to be filling, it's going to hurt everybody else on that defensive line, dude. I blame Gruden more than I do Carr. These play calls, it's all Chucky. I don't think Carr is game planning at all. I'll give you that, dude. I personally still put this on Gruden's play calling out there. And I understand if that makes me a Carr lover or whatever, dude. I mean, I put fault where I see it out there. Carr played a terrible game last week, and a lot of that was just solely on Carr. But just the way that these offense and these plays are being called out there, it's getting really damn predictable really fast again. And that's 110% on Gruden, dude. I believe KC by the end of the season will have some sort of unfortunate mishap. It's very possible. KC, what's happening, dude? Joe, bro, I'm a diehard Raiders fan. Dude, I don't doubt your Raider fanship at all, man. Paul needs to go if things don't change. If we continue to drop 30 points a week until we get to our bye week, you will definitely see a change out there. Jacobs looks banged up. It's that hip injury, dude. The Bills are going to try to KO him with Gruden give him the ball and Booker and Ingold. I'd like to see that. I'd love to see us go run heavy, get into those 2, possibly 3 tight end sets out there, get into a 3 tight end, 2 running back set, and honestly, you could have Booker and Ingold back there. We'll be able to move people, and we could just march the field doing that. I'm telling you we could, man. We need to start the game passing to soften up the box, and then run the isolation leads. I love those ISO leads out, or the ISOs out there. Jacobs is playing hurt. We need to use Carr. Yeah, or use Carr, or just get these other guys more involved, man. But Jacobs is the kind of guy who's sitting there on the side that he wants to be in the game. He wants the ball. He knows he's banged up, but he wants to keep pushing through. And if you know you have a person like that on your team, dude, keep feeding him. I know a lot of you guys think he's going to get hurt out there, man, but right now this is what Josh Jacobs wanted. I'm not going to take that away from him at all, dude. Yo, bro, what do you think about the German football community? I don't know. I had like 2 dudes from Germany that follow this channel, and both of them know this damn team incredibly, incredibly well, dude. Jermaine Edmonds is the Bills. Oh, MLB, dude, Edmonds, dude. I was hoping he wasn't going to play in this game, but he's back at practice. That dude is a freak, like a true freak. Littleton and Edmonds are similar. Yes, they are. Edmonds, I think, already has 1 or 2 picks on this season. Can't stand all the negativity. I'll come back after a win. Losing for so long has damaged this fan base. The first sign of adversity, and we fold as a base. It's sad, Roy. What's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. The negativity is what it is, man. I really think we can put it all together out there. Preach, hey fam. Tell me, why does the Raiders have one of the most complicated calling offenses? Then the defenses on the field doesn't get any better. Very complicated system. I don't know, man. And I don't know if it's pretty much like they need to just kind of dumb this system down just so we could run it more fluidly out there, because when we start getting real deep into these play calls, people kind of get lost on it. But at the same time, dude, it seems like we're running out of plays through a lot of these games, and then we just start doing the same damn thing out there. Send Trent Brown and Joyner back to Chicago for Robinson. That would be big, dude. Caesar, what's happening? I'm glad you could make it out. Yeah, you know it's questionable when you have to talk fundamentals quarter with. Yeah, dude. If you're out there teaching fundamentals right now, you're in a rough situation out there. Noah Fant just got carted off the field. Damn, that sucks, dude. He's super young. I hate seeing big injuries like that. I agree with you, Roy, but as long as the Raiders fan, it's been a long time since we had consecutive winning seasons. We had only 3 winning years this century. Dude, that's the thing, man. I'm right there with you guys. Been loving this team for like 28 years, and I've seen it all time and time again. So yeah, if I come out there on some of these videos and I'm a little bit pissed and I start ripping into this team, it is what it is, because I'm telling you, you guys do the same damn thing, man. It's just part of being a fan of this team. We all want to see us win. We all want to see us put this whole thing together. I really thought we had a serious shot at it. I still think we have a serious shot at it out there, but this defense has to start gelling, man. It has to. We cannot keep dropping 30 or having teams drop 30 on us and expect to cruise through this season. It's not going to happen. We need this bye to heal up. Yes, we do. Sam Young playing Sunday. I heard he was limited this week at practice. Move good to left guard. Solid O-line. Trent Brown for Robinson. Francisco, I would take every part of that. Sam Young is limited at practice. He's been limited at practice the past 2 weeks and has not played. So his limited tag kind of has me a little bit worried. Need to keep the defense off the field. Yes. That's the bottom line. If our defense gets wore out, especially against an offense that plays as fast as these guys do, they'll wear us out, dude. Junior, once Kwiatkowski comes back, will be gravy. I'm truly hoping you're right. I think it's going to help everybody just get in better position and hopefully get us off the field on third downs. Abrams is kamikaze or an IR, nothing in between. There is no in between with him. I don't know if we win or lose, but we should look better, at least be a lot less disorganized. Even if we lost this game and we came out there and we contended this entire damn time and we were looking strong out there, I would take that, dude. Even if it would be a tough loss and it would suck to see, but if we were playing better and it seemed like things were working better, I'll take it, man. First 2 weeks we had Incognito, Ruggs, Edwards, and JJ healthy along with Nick. The first 2, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Incognito is the toughest of the O-line. Yes, he is. He's the one that kind of sets the tone for that entire defensive line. Mark, what's up, dude? I'm glad you could make it out. I'm a Hawks fan from Germany, but my bud is a big Raiders fan, and he is questioning the Raiders' passing defense after Arnett's injury. How do you want to defend the Bills? I'll tell you, man. You're going to have to stack one side to where whatever side Lawson's going to be playing on, or Isaiah Johnson, because they're going to kind of be spelling each other. You're going to have to put that safety back over the top just to kind of help them over on that side of the field, because whether it be Brown or it be Diggs over there, you're going to have a little bit of help on that back side. I'm really thinking Mullen can go out there and hold down his side. He has the first 3 weeks. I think he can do it again. But then a lot of it's going to be being able to put a spy on Allen out there, because if Allen starts rolling around and making plays and getting outside the pocket, no defense, I mean, you've seen it, can keep up with that. He just has too much time. It's that one extra move that the DB is not looking for, or the linebacker just kind of cheats up a little bit to start playing Allen, and he just drops it right over their heads in the middle of the field. This is going to be a tough game for us. We have to be able to get pressure this game, like true pressure. It's going to be what sets the tone for this. If we don't get pressure and Allen's able to sit back there, he's going to end up picking us apart. I'm not worried about their running game at all. I understand Singletary's a decent running back. They're going to end up having Zach Moss back this game, who has a decent average, but he's not getting a ton of carries. But those guys love to pass to their running backs. Both their running backs, or all 3 of their running backs, because Yelton's on this team too. They all have double-digit catches so far. So they're going to exploit that, dude. And I'll tell you right now, watching Morrow cover running back scares the crap out of me. But hopefully having Littleton in there, Nick can go out, shift a little bit, maybe cover some of those gaps. It's going to be stuff like that that makes us win this thing, dude. Sorry to say, Marinelli is a bust so far. I'm not going to argue with that. Lawson or Isaiah Johnson will replace Arnett. It's scheduled right now to be Lawson with Isaiah Johnson playing behind him right there. I'd like to see Nixon a little bit more this game if he does end up playing. And then, well, I was curious to see if Amik ends up getting activated out for this one. Been barely 3 weeks, bro, because, Junior, dude, our defensive line compared to what it looked like last season underneath Buckner and the aggression and the speed and the way they were running out there looks tremendously different underneath Marinelli. It's more of a structured system, which when you get a lot of these young guys like Max Crosby out there who they don't want to play structured. They want to play with a full head of steam and just get out there and make these plays and make things happen. It seemed like it kind of slowed them down, but they might just be slowed down because they're learning the system out there. But at some point, you got to get this system or just go for it, dude. Because we spent $6 million on Collins, $6 million on Nesbitt. The defense is playing like, oh man, dude. Those two right there are killing me, dude. I wasn't expecting big things out of Nesbitt, but I was expecting massive things out of Malik Collins. He needs to show up. If he shows up this week, it'll be a difference maker for this whole damn game. 20 Raiders, 16 till the bye week to start clicking as a group. Patience Nation. Jason, that is a fair statement, and I will give you that 100%. Week after week, do we keep the defensive line to stay set up, or they don't? I don't think our defensive line will be changing too much. Bro, I'm a silent listener till now, and I want you to know that with the record, we're gonna end up. I don't know. I don't want to make any predictions, but I think you could give me one. Garvey did. I'm still thinking right now that this team is good enough to go 10-6 and end up getting into that playoff spot out there. Whether it be, it'll be the wild card at 10-6 in the AFC. But I think if we can get into that wild card spot, we can make a little bit of noise in the playoffs this year. And then with a few little tweaks after this season, I think we can go out there and really start doing really good things with this team moving forward after that. Exactly, we need to mesh. We lost Nick. He's our defensive. Yes, dude. Him being back, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a big difference for us maker. I just totally screwed that up. Him being back is going to be a huge difference maker for this defense. I know it's only one dude, and I know I said in the past that one dude's not going to be able to make that change, but just that one dude being the guy that gets everybody in position before the play, that's where you're going to see the difference made. It's not going to be from Nick himself. It's just going to be Nick getting everybody lined up out there. Consensus 10-6. 10-6 seems pretty fair, dude. I really think we can. As long as we can get through this first set here, we should be all right. And as long as we don't come out of it just completely screwed, which I do not see us happening, we should be fine to keep moving forward with this. Move Waller to X wide receiver and play Mara at tight end. Alternate Zay Jones and Aguilar. Get red, dude. Francisco. A lot of people have been saying that, and if we do see that, I would be happy as hell with that because that would be a different change of pace for us out there, and that we'd be looking pretty good. Don't excuse poor tackling for missing gap assignments. Every player should know. They should know, cause I completely agree with you. But sometimes with these calls coming in, especially when you have a real young team like we do, they're missing it out there, dude. Call up 88 from the practice squad if Rico can't go. I don't think Rico's going to be able to go out there. So we brought back Pearson L today. Got him back on the practice squad. He could end up being somebody that does get activated for this game because I can see him doing a little bit of return work for us. And then that would keep Rashard's legs healthy or fresh to keep him getting into that run game out there. It's not like Nick K goes out and they only arm tackle. Yeah, that's a defensive play caller. It's the players. True. Carl Chris, what's up, dude? We should be using Jacobs, Booker, and Rashard the same way the Pats use their backs. Yes, dude. The three-headed monster out there. Keep everybody fresh, and then when you get into the end of the game, just let Jacobs go in there and just wear them completely out. If we can get the ball moving, dude, but a lot of that comes back to our offensive line being able to get that push. They've been able to get the push in the run game pretty decently so far, but the pass protection's been a little suspect for us. I'd love to see us start getting into more play actions out there and actually taking decent shots off those play actions. No, 8 minutes, 88. Oh, no, I was just saying, dude, because I don't see 8-man coming in and doing any return work for us. If Rico can't play, we need to get one of those returners in. I really think that's the whole reason that we put Pearson L back on there. 8-man I do not see getting activated for this game. They'll end up taking Zay Jones. And working with what we have out there right now, I still have no faith in 8-man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I know a lot of people do like him, but I don't want to see it again. We will be back. We will be back. We will be on top again. Yes, we will. I promise you that. This team is going in the right direction. We are making all the right moves out there. Raider Nation will be back to 100%. We will be back on top of all of this right now. We're just going to have to deal with it, man. There's a lot of teams dealing with the same crap that we're dealing with out there. It's the next man up, and I know we're getting pretty deep at some of our depth positions out there, but these guys got to go out there and do it, man. Are we going to see more McMillan? I'm really hoping that we do, especially... That's the thing. In this game, though, I don't know if we will because he is more just that run-stuffing linebacker out there. I thought we were going to see more of him last week. We really did not see very much of him at all, so maybe he will start making more of an impact. Oh, shoot, I didn't know that about Aitman. Tatted by Matt, what's going on, dude? I put money on a big Renfro game. Continuing last game's momentum. 2 wide receivers down. I could see that, but I could also see the Bills going out there and really focusing more on Renfro this game and trying to take him away. You're a good Raider for life, bro. Oh, Casey, man, appreciate you, dude. I've been a Raider fan for 45 years, the last 30 of which I've been mostly very hard to watch. Bob, dude, it's sad. It is very, very sad. Personnel back on the practice. Yep. Hey, son, I'm hoping Krakowski can show up and help settle the defense, bring them together, and create synergy to keep the teams below 24 at least. Oh, Dominic, what's up, dude? Yes, I'm hoping that you're right about that. And I will tell you, that first week that it came out there, dude, before Nick ended up going down, this defense was looking damn good. And then we lost him, and it progressively has gotten worse week to week. I'm really hoping him back in there is going to be a decent matchup, or really going to help us improve on this matchup out there. Joyner versus Beasley, that is probably going to be the matchup you see this game. Really curious to see how that one plays out. That's going to be a real good matchup. Thanks for answering. Oh, man, that's what we do. 51-year fan here. I feel you. Raider fans since that 76. Damn, look at y'all go, man. Raiders fans offending. Oh, Raiders defense allowing 30 points per game and people calling formations. Dude, I'm telling you, man, 30 points a game, that is rough. Like, that is truly, truly rough. I think it has us ranked 30th or 31st right now. That sucks to see, man. I'm really curious on what Gruden told Malik Collins, because if he doesn't step up this game, just go ahead and let Gunther walk and see what Rob Marinelli has to do to get rid of both. Yeah, not get rid of both. That's what I'm kind of saying out there. I really want to know what was said in that meeting. I really want to know what was said in Gunther and Littleton's meeting out there. We'll never know, but you're going to see it reflected on the field. So hopefully we see something big, like truly big. Yes, because so many new starters, over half the defense is new. It is true, man. And these guys have not had that time to gel out there. And it does take time for defenses to come together. It's the thing they asked every defensive player out there today was, do you think it's going to end up taking more time, or do you think you guys will end up gelling, moving forward more? And it's just, they're not there yet, so it's there. Las Vegas fans already switching up. Dude, this is like the most split fan base I've ever seen in my life. There's people in this nation that are like, they want the Raiders to lose so they can get online and bitch about it just because, like, that's what they're so used to doing. I try to stay as optimistic as possible, dude, and I really think we can pull this thing off. We have so much talent on this damn team right now. It is unreal. And if you think it's not being utilized correctly, like, I think there's parts of it that are not being utilized at all correctly. So, I don't know, man. I'd just like to put my opinion out there, hear what you guys think. Quad, what's happening, dude? Glad you can make it out. Put Johnson back to wideout. Oh, Isaiah? Nah, dude, we got to keep him defense side. There's a lot of new players, but most of the new starters are free agents, not rookies. They should know how to. Yes, dude, I will give you that. 2 questions: is Gruden the right guy? And do you want to see Mariota at the end of the season if Carr tends like he has the last 2 years? Man, Gruden question's a tough one because there's so many people that like truly, truly love John Gruden out there. I'm not going to say Gruden understands football. He understands play calling. He understands just everything inside and out as far as football goes. His ass is stubborn, man. He is like truly, truly stubborn. And the fact that he won't make adjustments and he will not change and he tries to run the same game plan week in and week out, week in and week out. Whether we have the injuries or not, you have to be able to adapt on the fly in today's NFL. He has not shown that he can do that, and that's what drives me nuts about him. As far as Mariota is concerned, I do not want to see Mariota take over this team unless Carr is carted off the field on a stretcher. I think that would be a huge step backwards for us. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on Mariota. I never have been. I probably never will be. If he goes in there and starts lighting things up, I'll end up eating my words. But until that point, I'm sticking with my gut on that one. Right now, they don't seem to know the schemes or their roles. They don't, dude. Carr had a really good year last year with no wide receivers. He went over 4,000 yards. Didn't break that 30 touchdown mark, but he ended up going over 4,000 yards, and he's on pace to do it right now again. If he can get over, if he gets 300 yards this game, he'll already be at $1,000, and that's through the first quarter of the season, so he'll end up being right around that 4,000 yard mark again. But if we can get these receivers back and start opening things up, and if Carr for some reasons decides, hey, Zay Jones and Aguilar are my two outside receivers, I'm going to start feeding them the ball on a regular basis, it'll end up light. Dude, I'm telling you, man, we could light them up if we did that. I just don't know if we'll do it, man. Gruden can build a good team. He already has. It's the play call. Yeah, dude, Gruden and Mayock can build you a damn super team out there. They've proven that. You think our offense team can play through all the injuries, and how will our game plan change because of some of these injuries? I think we can play through it. They talked about how they love their depth. I really think Nelly can really be a big part of this offense out there if we give him the true opportunity to go out there and be the difference maker that we need on that outside. I think Zay Jones, I was expecting Zay Jones to be a bigger part than he has been so far this season. I'm really hoping that he can step up. I think that's going to be the biggest thing that you see as far as just the game planning and getting through these injuries, is having guys like that step up. But I think our game plan is going to remain the exact damn same that you've seen all season and for the past 2 seasons. Maybe Bill's trying to double team Waller will be costly. It will only be costly if we can end up working the outside. If they double team Waller, they let Renfro have his shots out there, and then they key on Jacobs, because we never go outside, it's going to look exactly like it did last week, dude. I'm telling you. And I hate saying that. Like, I truly hate saying it, but I see it happening. I love the Raiders, but can't stand when they don't show up. Always compete. Yep. Yes. Quan, I like your videos. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. We miss Nick. We truly miss Nick out there. Hopefully Gruden can open up the playbook, get creative when we go to KC. Can't show all the secrets now. Dude, show some of them. Do something. Just send people in motion. Even if they do nothing, dude. Just send them in motion. Confuse the defense. Let Carr get an extra read out there. Put them in motion. Bring them right back. See if somebody follows them. See if you're getting into that man out there. See who you have your matchups out there. Don't just get out there and think, all right, we're just going to ground the ball or just going to pound the ball this entire game. We're going to make them move, and we're going to play our game plan. It's not going to work, dude. It's not going to work. Quan, answer me, bro. You lost me, dude. It won't be the test because we have so many injuries. Jeff, dude, I'm thinking we got this, dude. I'm really thinking that we could pull this game out. What do you guys think the score is going to be in this game? Just stick it out there real quick. I just want to see what your guys' thoughts are. I think it's going to be another high-scoring game. I do see us going out there, the defense or our offense totally regrouping. I don't think we're going to end up breaking that 30-point, but I think we should be able to go out there and put up, I'm going to say like 27 points. And I think if our defense can hold them to under 24, but I think they will get to 24, I think it's going to be like 28-24 this game, somewhere in there. But I do think we can pull it out, but it's going to come down to if all these meetings and talking to these players all kind of pans out there, so I'll take it, man. At the Broncos, never feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for the Broncos. I feel sorry for individual players out there, man. NFL is scared of Burpee. Yes, dude. Yeah. The NFL has, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Bring him in. It might happen. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, and he ends up leaving, so what? We paid him the league minimum. It seems like we've wasted more money than that right now. I don't think we're winning this Bills game, to be honest. A lot of people don't Spitfire. I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I kind of had a feeling in my gut when we went into that New Orleans game that we were going to win that thing. I really think that we're going to end up pulling this one out. It's going to be a tough game, but I think you're going to see one or two players surprise you this week, and I really think it's going to end up being Nelson Aguilar that comes out there and shocks some people this week. And it has to happen, dude. If he's not suspended or anything, is he in shape? I don't know. I have not heard anything about him. Abram and Burf, I would love to see that combo, dude. This is Paul Gunther's Prove It game. If it's the same old stuff, need to leave. I'd love to see him come out there and, here, Gunther, just run a blitz package, dude. Any kind of just blitz package. Run it on first down. Run it on second down. Run it when they're not expecting it and get that crazy pressure in there and get them off their toes. Earl Thomas is gone, dude. He got signed up. Carr needs to take shots. Don't be scared to throw an interception. No. I'm starting to think about getting better. I'm starting to think about betting against my rate. No, not bet against this team. Every time you bet against this team, it'll bite you. More play action? Yes, more play action all damn day, dude. All right, man, that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you all so much for coming out. You know I do love doing this. I'll be back in the next day or two. We're going to keep breaking it down until we get into this game. But until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. Please click that like button on your way out. It really does help me out. We'll catch you guys later.